We're joined now by the winning trainer and owner of Afleet Again. Cornelio Velasquez, not real comfortable with his English. We may try to get him down here later, but I'm sure our two happy winners can do all the talking for Cornelio and themselves as well. On the left is trainer Robert Reid, and on our right is owner Bob Krangel. Congratulations, Bob, of course, representing KCK Racing Stable. I'll start with you, Mr. Reid. It seemed like it was, I don't even know if up and down year was the right way to describe Afleet Again's year. He showed great promise as a 3-year-old, and it seemed like it took a while for this horse to come around, changing distances, changing surfaces. He certainly got it all right on the last day, but can you talk about the difficult journey just to get him here to the winner's circle?
Yeah, well, just going back to last year with his Belmont, he made a nice run at the end of the year in the Haskell and the Travers. And it was the horse who was just waiting to go longer, but he always seemed like he would run up to the last group and kind of hang a little bit, you know. No real physical reason for it, but just the way, that's just his personality. Very laid back. I guess he's kind of the ultimate plotter, is what you call him. But, you know, and the races coming up to this race, we had actually last fall even thought I had ideas on this kind of a race, you know, but the way that the year went, like you said, there was disappointments along the way. But, you know, he always gave you that solid run. His last best race was probably the Greenwood Cup, where he finished just behind Bird Run and AU Minor, where he got a nice trip, sat outside, and that's how he likes to run the best.
And, Butch, since Cornelio's not here, can you tell us what he said about the trip, what he told you?
Yeah, he was very aggressive, which is very rare for this horse, you know. I'm not sure the reasoning of it. I mean, this horse is a real Jekyll and Hyde. Sometimes he shows up, and sometimes he doesn't really. But he said he was very aggressive, and I saw the fractions. They were going, I think, 48 in the first half, and he was only about 6 or 7 lengths out of it, and I thought we were in pretty good shape. And Cornelio said he had a tight hold on him. He actually had to hold him to keep him in that spot, which is very rare for this horse, because normally you got to chirp to him just to keep him in the hunt.
And Bob, your trainer was talking about the trials and tribulations of the year. Coming to the Breeders' Cup is never a cheap proposition, not just because of the shipping, but entry fees add up. You showed a lot of faith in your horse just by coming here. What was it that convinced you to take a shot here and go off at 40-1 and win the race?
Well, I think, as Butch had said before, the Philadelphia race, when he ran 1.5 miles, we lost second by about a head or a neck to Bird Run. And I think a couple of steps past the wire, we were past him. And the extra 1/4 mile, it seemed like a logical thing to do. AU Minor won the race, but we thought we ran a good race. The extra 1/4 mile, I thought, would play to our advantage. And as Butch said, he's the ultimate plotter. And at 1 3/4 miles, there's not a lot of horses around that can really get that distance, and we took a shot. Very happy we took the shot.
Any idea about future plans for the horse?
No, I'll leave that up to my trainer, because you know, maybe now people will recognize what a great horseman this guy is. He's not only we're not only very close personally, but more people need to know about Butch Reid as a trainer outside of Philadelphia Park.
Okay, again, as was the case yesterday, people upstairs in the press box can ask a question by going over to see Angie in the middle of the room there up front. And we are also happy to take questions here. I believe we have a handheld microphone. Yes, we do. Joan has it. So any questions for Butch Reid or Bob Krangel, the connections of Afleet Again? Okay, Tom?
You brought home the maxim, there is the only certain thing in racing is its uncertainty. Your horse elevated his game and did the right thing on Breeders' Cup Day. Now, do you think he has justified his promise, or did you see anything special in the last few weeks that gave you increased confidence?
Yeah, he's been very happy. I mean, he's gone through some times where he was a little more sulky. That's kind of his personality. And we tried him at Saratoga on the grass up there, and I think the grass may have been a mistake, even though he is kind of grass bred, and why those races didn't hurt him any. I think they got him a little confused and put him off his game a little bit. And we actually, I think it was one of the races at Belmont, we took the blinkers off of him, and he tried to run over a horse's heels. He tried to bolt, and he was very uncomfortable with that. So he likes to be in his little rut, and now he's in a situation where we made like 3 straight dirt races. He's got his rhythm back, and he's got his mojo back, I guess.
Okay, well, you guys obviously both took a shot, and your confidence was rewarded by Afleet Again today. Congratulations on a brilliant upset win in the Breeders' Cup Marathon. Butch Reid, Bob Krangel, the trainer and owner, respectively, of Afleet Again. Congratulations.
Thank you.